West Bloomfield High School is giving their students an experience of a lifetime, as there's going to be an upcoming trip to Rome, Pompeii, and Athens over spring break of 2026. So a bit of a time away for that, but it's going to be a fantastic trip in store for the students of West Bloomfield High School, as this trip aims to expand students' growth mindset and global perspectives. And here to tell us more about this incredible opportunity for the West Bloomfield High School students, we have two of their teachers joining us right now on the Splash, Margaret Squires and Tarah Ehlert joining us right now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Happy to have you with us. And I got to be honest, I am really jealous hearing about this incredible trip that these students are going to be taking. What inspired the proposal of this international trip for the West Bloomfield High School students?
You know, that is such a great question. So Margaret Squires and I are pretty passionate about traveling internationally. When I was 19, I went to Michigan State University and I did a study abroad in Italy, Rome, and I was there for 6 weeks and it completely changed my life. And Margaret does a lot of traveling as well, and we want to provide that opportunity to our students here at the high school to be able to experience other cultures and impact their lives for the better.
Awesome. That's great to hear. And this sounds like such a great opportunity for all these students. And I would imagine for the teachers as well. Margaret, you are an art teacher. Tarah, you are an English teacher. How does this trip connect with the subjects that both of you teach, and what educational value can you see in it for the students? Margaret, we'll start with you.
Sure. Well, there's just so much culture to reach into when we're visiting those locations and looking at all the sculptures and all the places we're going to visit, and so many things to connect with our curriculum artistically. And I'm a big photographer, and I want to guide students to take pictures, and it's just incredible. I can't wait.
Tarah, same question. What educational value do you see in this for your students and from the subject that you teach?
So as an English teacher, you know, we read a lot of literature that is very much based in history. And going to Athens, I teach a lot of Greek mythology. So I'm super excited about learning more about the goddess Athena and sharing that with my students and being able to bring that history back into the classroom and giving that information to all of my students when I teach about the Odyssey.
Of course, I can only imagine walking through these cities and seeing all of these great, incredible things up close. That can have such an impact on all of these students. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of effort to make sure that this trip is possible. Can you elaborate on the fundraising efforts and how families can get involved in helping to make this trip possible and more accessible?
I can take that. So EF Tours, our partner for travel, has a page that students can set up, and it works much like a GoFundMe. There is no money taken by EF Tours, and students can have friends and family deposit money. That's one way. There is also a scholarship that they can apply to through EF Tours, and we will be doing fundraising here at the school and reaching out to various community businesses to hopefully garner some support there as well, and perhaps a dinner at Chipotle, that kind of thing, where we could have a percentage donated to our fundraising efforts.
It's awesome to hear. Lots of incredible ways to help make this trip possible. For those just joining us right now on The Splash, we have art teacher Margaret Squires and English teacher Tarah Ehlert joining us right now on The Splash from West Bloomfield High School, talking about the planned spring break 2026 trip to Rome, Athens, and Pompeii. It's going to be such an incredible opportunity for the students. Of course, one of the things to keep in mind that parents might be thinking, having an international trip like this, it's going to be a little expensive, I would imagine. What advice do you have for students and families considering signing up for this trip, but are a little concerned about how much it's going to cost?
So I think it's important to think about the value of traveling internationally and the impact that this can have on our students as teenagers and how much they can learn from this. And I also think, like Margaret was saying about, we do have a lot of fundraising opportunities and some ideas. And just with the trip being a year away and spring break of 2026, that gives everybody a lot of time to really fundraise, reach out to the community, and ask for some help to be able to afford this trip.
Great. Hopefully that can put a lot of people's worries and concerns about financial situations at ease for managing this trip. And you just spoke about how you hope that the kids take away a lot of things from this experience. Beyond the classroom, what do you hope students gain from this experience, both personally and academically?
I think just being in another country and seeing how people from other countries are very similar and very different, and just seeing firsthand those perspectives is immeasurable for students.
I can imagine.
There's also this great opportunity when we are in Greece. We will have a one-on-one instruction to learn a Greek dance, which is something that we are really looking forward to. And it'll be a great opportunity for students to be able to immerse themselves in these cultures and realize that there's so much more beyond our classrooms and these four walls that we're, always in.
That sounds like so much fun. I'm sure the kids can't wait for this trip. I know it's not till next year, but there's so much to look forward to. I'm going to let you guys go. One more quick question, though. With this incredible trip being planned for 2026, does this open the doors for bigger and even more incredible international trips for the years to come?
Absolutely, yes. And we would be remiss if we didn't mention that Wednesday is our deadline for an early enrollment discount. So if families really want to go, it's good for them to enroll by Wednesday.
All right, you heard it. Enroll by Wednesday. Margaret, Tarah, thank you so much for joining us today on The Splash and for hearing about this incredible trip with the West Bloomfield High School.
Thank you
so
for
much.
having us.